All right, we are here at Elmo Lake. Elmo Lake is just east of Butte, Montana, between Butte and Whitehall. Basically go to the top of Homestake Pass, go north for about 10 miles, or exit off in Whitehall for the Pipestone OHV recreation area. We love coming up here every year. This is Elmo Lake. It's not a real big lake, but it's big enough you can have a boat out on there with a motor. You can take a jet ski, kayak, swim, fish, whatever you want. But the greatest thing we love about this area is the vast amount of trails. There's got to be hundreds of miles of trails here, everything from 2-track to motorcycles only, 50-inch ATV trails, full-width 4-wheel drive trails. You can just go for a long time on all of these trails, and the nice thing is they all intersect kind of back into each other also. So it's actually really hard to get lost. The Friends of Pipestone have put together a map of the trail system, so between that and the U.S. Forest Topo maps and the Gazetteer maps, if you download those on your phone, which are all free downloads, especially if you use the Avenza app, that's what I use for trail riding around. It tracks all of your progress and routes without the use of any cell phone signal. But we just love it up here. We got the ultimate trail machine. We got the 570 on the portals. Just put a new belt on this thing, 2,900 miles on the OEM belt. No issues with the OEM belt, never broke, but I did slip it about 3 times to the point where you could smell rubber, and sunk it in the water when it created slippage, so I decided to change it out. Seemed like it was a little stretched when I changed it. Also got the 570 limo here, which this thing has been great. We can get all the kids in there. We can actually, all 5 of us can ride together just in one machine if we want to, a little sightseeing. And I've gone ahead and kept this around the 50-inch mark. I've got a little wider wheels on it, about 54 right now, but I can easily put it back to 50 to fit through the gates. And as a family, we can all go hit all these trails and different sightseeing, whatever we want to do. We got all kinds of options. But this place is great. It's kind of a little hidden gem, but not really. Like I said, just east of Butte, Montana, up in the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. And if you're into riding, motorcycles, ATVs, razors, whatever it is, you've got to come check this place out. This is just one of the many reasons we love where we live. So we'll see you out on the trail. Let's take these things riding. From the campsite right to the lake. Boat launch down there and everything. Parking lot, easy. Even got some trails right out of camp. Okay, we're at the trailhead for the road up to Whitetail Reservoir, as well as many other trails just branch off of this road. This road is a vehicle width road, so any size machine can go up it. It's kind of a popular route according to the map. We got some maps here just to kind of tell you where you're at and what roads you're on and places to go. Generally, there's some free maps at these signs also. So we're going to take this road up to Whitetail Reservoir. It's several miles up, but it should prove to be pretty fun. Good ride for the trail machine and the limo. So let's head to Whitetail. Doing great.
What?
You're doing great.
You're not telling me which way to go.
Let's see. Let's keep coming. Put that tire right here.
What does that mean?
Your driver's tire.
I know, but tell me, right or left?
Turn it a little bit to the right. Okay, now come straight. Yep, yep, you got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. Okay, whoa, hold on.
Sorry.
Brakes.
I'm going too fast.
Awesome, that was perfect. That was great.
Are you sure? Because it smells like it wasn't.
You slipped the belt a little bit. You're in low, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh! I was in low. I'm sorry.
Towards me. Straighten out. Straight to the right. To the left. 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 You're good. Left. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Turn right. Go straight. Go straight. Turn left. Now straight. Now straight up. Woo.
Oh, you're good, man.
Oh, cool. I was like, oh man, I hope we didn't rip it off.
No, we get.
Oh. All right, we made it back from the Whitetail Reservoir Road there. Really fun road, long trip, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Turned out to be about 7 hours round trip. You might be able to do it in a little bit shorter time, but we had a couple of issues along the way, and we decided to stay up at the end of the road and just hang out and enjoy nature, and got to build a little fort out of some sticks that were around and just enjoy our time together in the middle of the day. So we went up the road, we went up the Whitetail Reservoir Road, the main vehicle road, and when we came back, we decided to make the loop, and we took the razor trail that's off to the, I guess it'd be kind of east side of that. Turns out, that's quite the technical trail. There is rock garden after rock garden after rock garden, and they are going uphill as well as downhill. There's a few narrow spots to get through. It is definitely not a vehicle trail. I mean, it was a fun drive going up the vehicle road. Definitely some technical sections going up the road, but some easy sections along the way also. Some mud hole crossings, some creek crossings, driving through a herd of cows. Just lots of neat, fun stuff to do. Coming back also, there was the, like I said, that just long rock garden trail. It's actually shorter distance, but it took about 2 to 3 times as long to take that shortcut. Along the way, we did have one mishap here with the limo. My wife was driving, and under no fault of her own, the embankment kind of took hold of one of the wheel and snatched it out of her hand, and boom, over on the side it went. Her and my daughter were on the low side, and IZ and K here, he was up on the high side just hanging on, waiting for his turn to get out. And by the time I got back up the hill to find out why they weren't coming down, she had everyone out, everyone was okay. They all hung on and did the exact right thing to do. What was it like for the ride to tip over and hanging on the high side?
It was really weird. Like, I was like full way sideways, and I was starting to lean down. I was afraid I was gonna like pull the gear or something.
Yeah.
And that my sister in the back, because there was a cooler, it opened and there was water pouring on her.
Yeah, there was water coming down on her.
And then I heard her crying, and I looked back, and I thought she like hurt her hand or something, but it was just the water.
Yeah.
And it just felt really weird just hanging there.
Yeah, that is a weird feeling. But, you know, the limo handled it. The kids, my wife handled it terrific. I don't know. I don't think there's anything better they could have done. Nobody got hurt. The machine didn't get hurt. We were able to put a strap on it and a hand winch and just turn it back over on its wheels and continued on down the rest of the trail. But that is definitely a technical trail. If you're looking for something fun to do and challenge yourself, you should definitely do it. We have both machines. We got the limo here, which is bone stock 570. It's got the Super ATV forward A-arms on it. It's got a 2-inch bracket lift for the shocks, and I believe these shocks are so wore out, that's the only thing keeping the tires out of the fenders. Got the 29x9 14 bighorns on there with a 1-inch spacer with a 14x6 3/4 wheel. It's an old vintage slot mag off an old buggy, 5 on 4.5. You know, running the 130-inch wheelbase. Like I said, bone stock. It did everything. You know, thankfully I put that skid plate on here before we left because it got a little bit of abuse. We got the Ultimate Trail machine back here. It handled any technical section, any off-camber section just wonderfully. The portals are nice. You put it in low and you just barely pump on that throttle, and you can walk wherever you want to go. There's so much more throttle control, but yet this did everything. We went down the exact same paths, the exact same trails with both machines, and they both performed wonderfully. I'm so happy with this limo conversion that we can all ride together. We can take one machine with the kayaks, one on the front, one on the back, head down to the lake, just cruise around the campground, check out some scenic roads, whatever we want to do, easy roads, tough roads. This thing has definitely proved itself. But that Whitetail Reservoir Road, if you are looking for a long technical trail with a little lake at the end and make a fun loop out of it, make a day trip out of it, definitely check it out. We are in the Pipestone Recreation Area outside of between Whitehall and Butte, Montana. It's open pretty much year-round, but you definitely want to get up here in the summer, maybe late spring, early fall. It gets really, really dusty in the summertime, but hey, that's why we got the lake. You just go rinse off when you're done. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and today we're going to head out on some more trails, so hope to see you out on the trail.